Welcome to day 5 of Critical Encounters Villainous Yule calendar for December 2022. Here we get in the holiday spirit and take a quick look at some random festive aspect of the game. So let's peek behind the door and see what our so-called villains are up to. And so this is Christmas. Looking out the window, you see how the night seems tinged with a strange green light. Your breath fogs the pane into little webs of frost. You watch in horror as the cracks of ice glide further across the glass. And suddenly, all sound stops before a concussive boom shatters the window and throws you back into the room. The wind, waiting like a wolf outside, gusts forcefully into your room, stealing your breath. Now, wait. What is that? There is a fell voice on the wind, coming towards you from an interminable distance, and it freezes your blood. Soon, a tiny, wicked red glow illuminates the horizon just as you make out the words, "Ho, ho, ho, Santa's on his way." But this is the voice of a demon, something sneering and evil. The night darkens, but for the red light, which is clearly getting nearer. What's that? Are those eyes? Sickly, infernal eyes? Something enormous swoops over your house, but you're certain you could make out a giant sack held by wickedly clawed hands. Your mind reels. You try to gather your wits about you. Then, little particles of dust float down to you from your ceiling. Something enormous has landed on your roof. You hear scrapes and clicks and grunts from the direction of the chimney. Whatever it is, it's climbing down. "I know it when you're sleeping, and you're not sleeping, you naughty thing," it says.
Golly, guys, what the hell was that?
Oh, story time, kids!
Yeah, that's the intro for Santa Claus.
What's Santa Claus, Steve?
Well, it is holiday time, so we had to make a Santa Claus scenario for everyone.
Whoa.
But Steve, Santa's not a villain.
Okay, Santa Claus, Claws.
Oh, well, that
Yes.
sounds villainous.
He's a badass.
Yeah, so what we heard was our intro story for our Santa Claus scenario, which we're going to run through the cards right now. And this scenario will be made available to you to play all holiday season long.
It's a gift from us to you. And we
Yes.
all know how much you love gifts.
Yeah, and this scenario is full of gifts.
It's from our big sack to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
So, Daniel, why don't
Yeah.
you start us off? Tell us about the villain in this pack.
You want me to tell you about Santa Claus?
I do.
Well, Santa Claus is a villain with 2 scheme, 1 attack. He's got the jolly and North Pole traits, toughness keyword. Now, his attacks, they gain ranged if you have a gift attachment attached to your identity.
Oh, shoot, we just gave them a gift.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
Oh, man.
Mm.
Oh, man.
You better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Because Santa Claus has 12 hit points per player. So that's number 1, Steve and Mike. What do you think of that?
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems fun so far. My interest is piqued in this gift attachment.
Oh, good. I'm sure you have questions. Mike, why don't you tell us about Santa 2?
Santa Claus 2 has 2 scheme, 2 attack, toughness, with a special. This attack gains ranged and piercing if you have a gift attachment attached to your identity. When revealed, the first player reveals the top card of Santa's sack, and he has 18 hit points per player. That's a big boost.
Yeah, let me tell you about Santa Claus number 3. We'll get to playing with his sack in a little bit. 3 scheme, 3 attack, Jolly North Pole toughness. This attack gains ranged, piercing, and overkill if you have a
Ooh.
gift attachment attached to your identity. When revealed, the first player reveals the top card of the Santa sack deck, and he has 24 hit points per player.
Gosh.
Is that the most?
It's pretty close. Well, we all know that like 12 is an important number, so he starts off with 12, and then you kind of
Sure.
add half of that, and then 24. You got Chris, right? So I think the numbers have to match there. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're
there's
absolutely right.
Santa. He's doing something, and we've got gift attachments involved.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And something about playing with Santa sack.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, Mike, what is he trying to do?
I don't know, Daniel. Let's read it and we can find out together. Here comes Santa Claus. Scheme 1A. Santa Claus is coming to town, delivering a special kind of holiday cheer. Contents: Santa Claus 1 and 2, or 2 and 3 for expert mode. Santa Claus and standard encounter sets. 1 modular encounter set. Recommended: making a list. Setup: create the Santa's sack deck. See the rules insert. Put Santa's workshop environment into play the night before, side up. And when
Oh.
it's flipped, it has a forced response after resolving step 1 of the villain phase. Each player must resolve the Gift Giver ability on this card, which is Gift Giver Special. Reveal the top card of the Santa's sack deck or place 1 workshop token on Santa's workshop. Starts with 1 threat per player, goes up by 1 per player, and you flip at 7 per player.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Huh.
every turn after resolving the step 1 of the villain phase, so not when he activates, just it happens. Every player is going to do this gift giver ability where you're going to have to choose to either reveal the top card of the sack deck or put a workshop token out. Okay.
Okay. All right.
We're getting there. We're getting
All right.
there.
Well, his second scheme is right down Santa Claus Lane. The longer you take to defeat Santa Claus, the more of his special gifts he delivers. You really don't want that to happen. When revealed, the first player reveals the top card of the Santa sack deck. If no card is revealed, deal them an encounter card. All right, right down Santa Claus Lane 2B. Forced response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player must resolve the gift giver ability on this card, which is choose to either reveal the top card of the Santa sack deck or place 2 workshop tokens on Santa's workshop. If this stage is completed, guys, you know what happens?
Ooh, I bet the players lose a game.
The players lose the game. You're absolutely right,
Yeah.
Steve. This one has a threshold of 12 threat per player, starts with 1 per, and goes up 1 per every villain phase. Wow. Steve, these are great.
Yeah, they're really good.
We're still not sure what this the sec deck is or these workshop tokens do though.
I have no idea what any of that means. If only
Why?
there was somebody to tell me what the Santa's workshop environment was.
Oh well, I could tell you what that is.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so Santa's workshop is an environment with permanent and setup. And this side is the night before with a
Okay.
forced response. After a workshop token is placed here, if there are 3 or more tokens on it than the number of players, remove all tokens from it and flip this card over and reveal it. Santa's elves work frantically making toys for Santa. So in a solo game, if once there's 4 tokens on here, you're going to flip the card. Okay.
And as it is, it's pretty innocuous. It doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the night before.
Yeah. All right. Let me tell you what happens when you flip it, though.
Oh, I'm guessing it's going to be bad.
It gets worse. All right. So this side is this side has permanent, but the Villainous trait. It's
Oh,
Villainous now.
Hey,
All
that's
right.
the holiday.
Yeah, it's our
Yeah.
holiday. It's
that
excellent.
is our holiday.
All right, when revealed, deal each player an encounter card. Okay. Forced response. After a workshop token is placed here, place threat on the main scheme equal to the number of workshop tokens here.
Wow.
Whew.
Now, Steve, I
Yeah.
think I heard you saying once we get to this side of the workshop, Christmas is on.
Yeah. Santa's doing his thing pretty quickly.
Santa Claus is on his way.
I mean, clearly these elves left things for the last minute.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, this is this side of that card is here to stay.
Yeah, it doesn't flip back. You can't flip it away. It's going to accelerate the main scheme pretty quickly. You're going to get an extra encounter card. I think I think next, before we go into the encounter cards, we have to talk about Santa's sack now,
Okay.
right?
We should. There's been some mention of it.
Yeah, you're basically deciding if you want to take a card from the deck or put tokens on the workshop. And we know what happens if you put tokens on the workshop. So why don't we take a quick look at the deck, Santa's sack deck.
What's so bad about reaching into Santa's sack?
Right. All right, so the Santa Sec deck is made up of the Presents modular set, which is a 10-card modular. If you look at the rules insert, you'll be able to see that this deck cannot be manipulated by player card effects. It's immune to all player cards. It's its own thing. It's off to the side. Doesn't have a discard pile. If for some reason a present leaves play, it just gets shuffled back into the deck. And you're not going to really be able to use it in any other scenario except for Santa, because it's his special sack. And nobody else gets to play with his sack. So these cards, you'll shuffle them up and they'll sit there, and eventually you're going to start pulling off these cards. So, Mike, why don't you tell us like the first present that you could get off the deck?
All right, reaching into the sack. First, we have this ugly sweater, complete with the Avengers logo.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
It is gift traded, attached to your identity. It doesn't even ask you first. You get -1 hit point. It's officially ugly sweater weather, says Hawkeye.
Folks,
Okay.
this is, obviously a podcast, but one of the real reasons that you want to get this is for the art. Oh my goodness.
Oh, fun fact, you can purchase that sweater online. It does exist.
Oh, that's the best. All
Yeah.
right. You know what? Critical Encounters challenge to all listeners. Share a picture of you wearing that sweater.
Yeah.
All right. You know what else we've got in this Santa sack, Steve, Mike?
What else?
Is eggnog. It's an attachment to the gift trait. You attach it to your identity, and you get -1 attack. He's always up to snow good, says Loki. And by the way, the art on eggnog is a picture of Nidhogg,
With some eggnog.
which I think actually Mike referred to as eggnog dismissively in an earlier cast.
He definitely did.
Yeah. So, Mike, you inspired that one.
Sweet.
Jeez. What's next, Steve? What if we're just keep reaching into Santa's sack?
Okay.
What else can we find?
Oh, we're gonna find one of my favorite. It's a re-gifted candle.
Oh yes.
When you don't know what to get someone, you give them that candle someone else got for you. It's a
Aw,
gift.
that was my gift to Marvel Champions Monthly. Spoiled it for them.
Thanks, guys. It is also gift traded, attached to your identity. I'm seeing a trend here. You get -1 thwart. And the quote is, "Let there be lights" by Electro.
Nice.
All right, let's reach in here. Oh, it's kind of squishy. Oh, I know this. This is fruitcake. More fruitcake, guys.
And it was squishy? That might mean
Been in
it's
there-
almost
It's
been in there
edible.
a while. Attached to your identity, you get -1 recovery.
Oh,
You can eat it or use it as a boat anchor. Either is perfectly fine. From Atman.
wow. Well, I don't know about you, Mike, but I don't think every Christmas I get a pair of socks
Oh,
attached to your identity. You get -1 defense. This gift was inevitable. Thanos.
I know as a kid that, any piece of clothing was the most disappointing Christmas gift you could get.
and then as an adult, I'm like, yep, I need more socks.
I need more
have
socks. Yeah.
Thanks for the socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The next one in the Santa sack is the world's greatest hero mug.
Aww.
I want that.
Yeah, it's got Thor on it, Iron Man.
Yeah. It's not the
Yeah.
world's greatest villain mug.
Oh, it's got pictures of actual heroes.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I don't want that mug. What does it do if I
you
even
have
have it?
Hulk's ugly mug on your mug.
Oh, nice. It's a gift attached to your identity. Your maximum restricted card limit is reduced by 1. It was so easy to fit everyone in the group picture, said no one ever. Vision.
Steve, what I love most about this is that you're clearly carrying this mug around all the
The
time.
whole time. Yes.
Oh, I love that it gets you restricted.
Yeah. I mean, if you got this mug in one hand and you got Yarn Bjorn in the other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yep.
Oh boy.
Wow. Oh my God, I love the mug.
Yeah, it is. Okay, well, next, I mean, it wouldn't be Christmas if, that person in your family didn't get you some self-help books.
Yeah.
Let's see. Be Your Own Hero, 8 Steps to Transform Your Life. From Zero to Hero, Becoming a Master of Communication, and Finding the Hero Within. Yeah, thanks. Thanks,
Ugh.
Brenda. Attached to your identity, you get -1 hand size. Believe in your elf on this Christmas day, says Tinsel.
We're gonna meet Tinsel soon, Mike.
Well, that's
Ooh,
good.
he will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that -1 hand size because you're carrying all these books. Well, guys, I recognize the next thing out of Santa's sack.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. It's an inconspicuous box. Steve, what happens when you reveal this?
This one has a nice little bow on it, though, so it's at least a holiday inconspicuous
Yeah.
box.
Could be anything.
All right, when revealed, okay, attached to your identity. When revealed, place the top 2 cards of your deck face down under inconspicuous box. No peeking. And the quote is, "No peeking. You have to wait for Villainous Day to open your gifts."
That's
the
right.
collector. Yep.
Nice.
So you're going to take 2 off your deck without looking at them and stick them on inside the box. So that's the gift you get.
Nice.
Can you get them back?
Nope.
Nope, because it's not Villainous yet. Gotcha.
Yep.
I can't. All right. Our next thing, when you reach into that sack, you might find Stark Industry mistletoe.
Ooh.
Oof. Missile spelled like, a rocket. It is a gift. You attach your identity. Your maximum ally limit is reduced by 1. Kiss me under the missile. Hank, agent of Hydra.
Boom.
Boom.
And finally, there is the Secret Santa Exchange. Attached to your identity, when revealed, each player discards 5 cards from the top of their deck. Forced Interrupt. When any player deck runs out of cards, deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. Oh, so you get it every time.
You get it twice if yours runs out.
Oh, yeah.
It's a gift exchange. Yeah.
Oh, those are fantastic.
Aren't those great? And now you see why you might want to throw some things into the workshop.
Yeah, you might want to let the workshop build up and avoid getting some of these because none of these attachments say or tell you how you can remove them.
Yeah.
But Steve, does that mean you can't?
I think there is one way to do it. I mean, it wouldn't be the holiday season if we didn't give you some way to remove them.
I see.
All right, so that was the sack deck. How about we go back to the Santa Claus scenario cards and work through what he comes with.
Okay.
And Daniel, I know you like the art on this one, so I think you have to read it.
Mrs. Claus, Santa's horrifying wife. Folks, when you see the art on this, tell me if you ever sleep again, because I haven't for 3 weeks now. All right. Mrs. Claus is a unique minion with 1 scheme and 2 attack with a special. She's elite, North Pole, 5 health, has guard and villainous keywords, and her force response is, after Mrs. Claus attacks and damages you, trigger the gift giver ability on the main scheme.
Ooh.
And you know what Tinsel the Elf has to say about her, Mike?
What?
She's always the first name on Santa's naughty list.
Hey, okay. I have one problem with this card.
Oh, and 3 boost icons.
Where's the quick strike?
Definitely needed quick strike.
Jeez. Quick strike.
By the way, everybody, for Christmas, we're going to give you quick strike on Mrs. Claus.
We always complain they don't have quick strike, so they
On
can't
the
have quick
minions that
strike.
do things.
Yeah, so it can't have quick strike. It's got,
No.
just trying to stay on par with FFG here.
She actually needs quick strike.
Maybe she'll have quick strike when we release. We'll see.
All right. Oh my God, Steve, I love this card. And the art is just, oh God, it's so horrifying.
Yeah, she's pretty good looking.
Oh, Lord.
All right, we've got a side scheme.
What?
Yeah, it's called Sleigh Ride. SLAY.
Yeah.
Slashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, scheming all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits fright. What fun it is to ride and sing a slang song tonight. Oh!
Oh, well
Uh,
done on the beat there, Steve.
oh, thanks. Sorry everyone had to listen to me sing. Sort of. It has 3 threat per player, 2 boost icons, and an acceleration, an amplify, and a hazard icon.
Oh my God.
It's a little bit of everything.
Might as well put a crisis on it because you got to get rid of this one.
Well, if you put a crisis on it, then they have to. This way they have a choice.
Ah,
But that's all it does. Just has some icons.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
It's not doing
Okay.
much. Leave it out.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, 'tis better to give. This is a side scheme. 3 threat, +1 per player. Surge, hey, we're giving already. Victory 1. When defeated, each player may discard 3 resources of any type from their hand to shuffle a gift attachment attached to their identity back into the Santa's sack deck. 3 resources.
and I
Yeah,
love that
pretty
it just goes back into the sack. It's not out of the game.
Yeah, when defeated. So I'm thinking you want to one way or another and pull this out all the time. And then you're doing nothing but playing one way or another. And then the special boost is, of course, reveal this card. Oh, but it's got victory, so you can't keep doing it.
You can't do it more than once.
And there is 1 copy.
Well, once you defeat it, it goes to the victory display, and you've removed a gift, and that's that. It's a one-time removal. I think it's pretty tough too. I mean, you have to make a real hard choice to get rid of it with the number of resources you have to discard. But it does give you that chance.
Because what happens when the Santa's deck runs out?
Well, that's a good question. If Santa's sack deck runs out, you don't have that choice to choose a gift anymore. You have to put workshop tokens out.
Okay.
So the environment card
Ooh.
will eventually flip and then eventually start pushing that threat.
Really quickly.
So Santa really does know what's best for us.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
And you can get away with, most of the gifts aren't game breaking, but if there's something that's really hindering you, this card is all right. The side scheme can sit out. It has no ill effects. You can sit there until you're ready to clear it. So,
Great point. Well, guys, we've heard a lot about this Tinsel fella.
oh, we have.
We have. He's got his own card. Tinsel's a unique minion with 2 scheme, 0 attack. With a star, of course. He has 4 health. He's elite, North Pole traded. While Tinsel is engaged with you, your hand size is reduced by 1. He's like an elf self-help book.
Yeah, he's a little thief is what he is.
Now, I said it was 0 attack with a little star. That star is a force interrupt. When Tinsel would attack you, he schemes instead. And based
Yes.
on what Steve just said about how the sack emptying out work, oh my God, Tinsel could be disastrous.
He could be.
Do you know what Mrs. Claus says about him?
Huh.
Tinsel has come in and cut costs and throats, making Santa's workshop much more efficient.
All right. Well, he's a interesting little minion, I think. So,
Oh, I love Tinsel. He's great.
well, he's not the only minion in the deck. Let me tell you about Santa's other elves. These are just Santa's elves, and there are 3 of these in the deck. 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 health, North Pole traded. They have patrol and surge, and a when defeated, remove 1 workshop token from Santa's workshop. 1 boost with the quote, "There's room for everyone on the naughty list," by some random elf. Yeah, so they're patrolling, making it harder to clear the main scheme, but if you kill them off, you slow production in the workshop. So
Love it.
I see.
and there's 3 of them. So, and they surge, so they're not,
But they also help you.
yeah, they can if you kill them off.
Well, you were really nice when you built this. Not like I was for the modular. All right, let's move on to some attachments. These are the Tannenbaums. Item, weapon traded. Attached to Santa Claus. Uses, 2 bombs. Star attack. Forced interrupt. When Santa Claus attacks you, remove 1 bomb counter from here and take 2 indirect damage and stun a character you control. 1 boost plus the special boost. Reveal this card.
Nice.
Oh man, that hurts me a lot because I never play allies.
So a timing note that if you get it as the boost, you reveal a card, but it won't go off until the next turn because the force to interrupt is when Santa attacks you, and that's already triggered, right? It's an interrupt, not a response. So you get to watch that bomb coming at you for a round.
Nice. Because there's no way to get rid of it.
Nope, not until it uses up his counters.
Yep. Well, that's not the only thing he brings with him to this party, guys. He also has candy canes. These are
I get it.
items. These are items and weapon traded attached to Santa Claus. Santa Claus gains Retaliate 1 and a hero response. After your hero makes a basic attack against Santa Claus, spend an energy and a fist resource to discard this card. It gives him +1 attack, guys, and it comes with a boost and a special. And the special is, of course, reveal this card. Santa's bringing his candy canes,
Mm-hmm.
and he's whomping you with them.
Yeah, it's a pretty good little picture of him with these
God, I love it.
bladed canes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, people. I'm so excited for folks to talk about this.
All right, well, we're still going here. Santa would not be complete without his suit and hat, which is an armor attachment attached to Santa Claus. Santa Claus gains stalwart.
Yeah.
Yeah. No stunning him. Forced interrupt. When Santa Claus would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. Then if there is 5 or more damage here, discard Santa's suit. It has 3 boost icons. Do you guys know what She-Hulk says about Santa?
What does she have to say?
She says, he's not fat. His suit is just fluffy.
Nice. Nice.
All right. Next, we have Santa's Sleigh. Attachment that gives him +1 scheme and something attack. It is a vehicle. You attach it to Santa Claus. Forced interrupt. When Santa Claus would attack, he schemes instead.
Ooh.
Alter ego action. Confuse your identity to discard Santa's sleigh. And it has 3 boost icons. Threat's a thing in this scenario, hey?
Yeah,
Hey.
Santa's a schemer.
Yeah. I mean, the man could travel the globe in one night. He's
Yeah.
getting the job done.
Yep.
Dang.
I like how you have to flip to alter ego, which lets him schemes more. And then you have to confuse yourself, which makes it harder to thwart. Huh?
Yep.
Santa's a badass.
Yeah.
So, Mike, you've probably noticed that all these attachments go on Santa.
They do.
What if an attachment went somewhere else? What if, Mike, you became Santa's little helper?
Oh my.
It's a condition attachment, Mike. And when revealed, search your deck, discard pile, hand, and play area for a hero-specific ally. Put it into play, engage with you, and attach this card to it. If no ally is found, this card gains surge. Now, here's what this means. This ally is an enthralled minion with a blank tech box. Attached minion's scheme is equal to its printed thwart, and it does not take consequential damage. Comes with 3 boosts, guys.
Oh my goodness.
We've seen
it
something like this
combos with
before.
enthralled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, the gift that keeps on giving.
So, Mike, who else enthralls us? You were excited about an enthralled. Great.
Yeah, I totally forget.
It's in the Mad. There's a modular in the Mad Titan Shadows that enthralls you. The Enchantress.
The Enchantress enthralls you, right?
Yes.
Is there anyone else though? I thought was there.
No, I think it's the Enchantress set, and then the other Enchantress set as well.
Gotcha.
Those
That's
are the
what
only
it was.
enthralled?
That's what it was.
I think so.
Alright.
Yeah. And you're searching pretty much everywhere for your hero-specific ally too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yep. Unless you happen to have those rare hero characters who don't actually have a signature ally.
Like who?
Storm doesn't have one. Rocket and Groot don't. They have they have like basic versions in their deck, right? So yeah, it accounts for that.
Wow, that's a mean card.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's the holidays and it's time for some seasons beatings. There are 2 of these treacheries in the deck. When revealed, Santa Claus activates against you. If Santa's workshop is on the Villainous side, this card gains Surge and has a
Ouch.
special boost icon. Place 1 workshop token on Santa's workshop.
Wow.
This is sort of that card we always say, you just got to kind of have it, right? Add some randomness to the workshop. It triggers Santa an extra time. There you go.
For sure. Although there's something else we need.
Hmm.
There's something else that's missing in this set. We need a way to oh wait, here it is. Ho ho ho! When revealed, reveal the top card of Santa's sack deck. If you cannot, place an acceleration token on the main scheme. 2 boost icons.
Mike, what's the flavor text?
Ho ho ho!
Yep. So boom, you just get a gift.
Again, needed because you gotta get those gifts in play, otherwise the set doesn't do anything, right?
Right.
That's
Or you lose out on some of the fun of the
Yeah.
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 We're forcing you to have fun.
Right.
Yeah. He sees you when you're sleeping. Is it treachery? When revealed, you are confused. If you are already confused, Santa Claus heals 3 hit points per player. Steve, we've been babbling about that since the beginning of the show.
Yes, we
Thank
have been.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Love it.
That's how you heal a villain, everybody.
Yeah.
That's a lot of healing.
Yep.
Oh, well, what's after he sees you when you're sleeping and he knows when you're awake is another treachery. When revealed, you are stunned. And if you are already stunned, Santa Claus gains a tough status card. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. 2 boost icons. Those treacheries are awesome.
Yeah, they're just a little something extra in
A
there.
little
Right.
something, something. They are great.
Play with all the status cards.
Now, Mike, Steve, everyone knows that. Everyone's, little underdog reindeer is the best character in all the Santa stories.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudolph?
Yeah. He must make an appearance here, doesn't he?
He does. And
Oh,
in
good.
this one though, he's Rudolph the Blood Red.
Oh,
He's a unique minion with a 2 scheme, 2 attack, and 3 health. He's elite, North Pole, and guard. When revealed, after Rudolph the Blood Red engages you, if Santa's sleigh is not in play, search the deck and discard pile for Santa's sleigh and reveal it.
Ooh.
2 boost
Oh.
icons with the quote, "Won't you lead our sleigh tonight?" I mean, he's out there pulling that sleigh, so
what I love about it, he's such a weak minion. You're like, oh, 3, okay. But it's his when revealed that just dooms you.
yeah. And then you kill him, and he gets shuffled in, and he comes back out. Again,
Oh yeah.
because he's guard. You got to take him out.
because he's
Yeah.
guard. Yeah.
He's guard. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Oh,
All right. Well, we're not done with the sleigh stuff, Mike.
Oh yes. There's 8 more, all in one card called 8 Tiny Pain Deer. X scheme, X attack, North Pole traded. 8 hit points. X is equal to 8 Tiny Pain Deer's remaining hit points.
oh
When
shit.
revealed, if Santa's sleigh is in play, 8 Tiny Pain Deer attacks you, even if you are an alter ego form. 2 boost icons. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
So don't you guys love the image of like Peter Parker going hiding in Aunt May's house? Now these guys show up and hit him for 8.
Just trample him to death instead. Only if the sleigh is out, right? Only if the
Oh.
sleigh is out.
Oh my god. So pro tip, get rid of the sleigh.
The sleigh. Yeah.
Oh god, because the idea of being hit for 8 when you're just not ready.
Oh, I know. Oh, Star-Lord. Oh, Star-Lord.
It is a little bit of a wild card here. But
this could be the card that maybe was complicated in playtesting.
yeah.
Wow. Oof.
Well, there's one card left, Daniel. Why don't you tell us about the last card in the Santa Claus set?
Steve, thank you for this, because it feels like we've been kind of unfair to the heroes. And so maybe it's time for some milk and cookies. Would you guys
Oh.
agree?
I agree.
I think so.
Yeah.
Milk and Cookies is an environment.
Hmm.
And it's got the best trait in the game. And what I'm looking for is a way to make this trait, like if we could get every card this trait, this is the yummy trait. so Milk and Cookies is Surge. It's got victory points 1. And it uses 1 Milk and Cookies counter per player. So it's an interrupt. When Santa Claus activates, the first player may exhaust Milk and Cookies and remove 1 Milk and Cookies counter to cancel that activation.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
you gave a little something to the players.
Yeah, he has the Santa gets distracted and goes off and eats his milk and cookies. Gives you time to run.
Wow.
Doesn't slow his reindeer down. But Santa
No.
himself.
Yeah. Those those reindeer are still committed.
Yep.
Well, that's the set. Oh my god, that is so good.
Yeah. It's fun. Now there is a modular set that comes with it that is suggested. You could swap this modular set out for Krampus, and it's a lot of fun. Or you could swap this modular set we're going to read into any scenario for any holiday fun. So let's go through that one. There's only 3 cards by title in this one. So
And this is the making a list you're talking about, right, Steve?
correct.
All right.
All right. So making a list is a side scheme. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's going to find out who's naughty or nice. Starts with 2 with a hinder 2 per player. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a naughty or nice card and reveals it in player order. It has a crisis with 2 boost icons. Okay, it's a crisis with some threat on it, but really the thing is it goes off and gets a naughty card or a nice card, and that's the key. So,
I guess there's naughty and nice cards in this deck.
yep.
First one is an obligation titled the Naughty List. It is naughty and condition traded. While you are in hero form, you gain +1 thwart and +1 attack. That's good.
That's
Forced
good.
response after you use a basic hero power, take 1 damage. That's
Oh,
bad.
that's bad.
Alter ego action, exhaust your identity to discard the Naughty List. 2 boost icons.
Well,
and how many copies are there? 1, 2 of them.
2. But there's also nice people. So what if you're on the nice list? Well, that's also an obligation. And while in hero form, you cannot take basic attack actions or play attack events. Wow.
Because you're nice.
Because you're
'Cause
nice.
You're too nice.
Yeah.
And alter ego action, choose and discard 1 attack event from your hand. Discard the nice list. 2 boost icons. Steve, that is so fun. Oh my god.
I'll tell you what, that nice list alter ego action doesn't seem so bad. But say you're playing a justice deck and you only have like 3 attack events in your whole deck, it could take a while. So
But you also wouldn't choose those from the side scheme, right?
right, unless you're playing a 4-player game, there's only 4 of them, so everybody's got to go and fetch one.
That's
So,
right.
Yep. I mean, they can come up naturally as well. So, and it doesn't say limit 1 per player. So you could be on both naughty lists and both nice lists and really be in trouble. So I like to put this set in with Kang, who plays off of obligations. So
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
all right, well that's all the cards. That's the scenario.
That sounds awesome, Steve. You did a great job with this.
Yep.
Thank you. Well, I can't take all the credit.
Yes,
This
you
was
can.
a lot of
You
this
can
was a lot
try.
of Daniel as well.
No, it wasn't.
Well, went through a few iterations, and the initial thing I had developed, we had some brainstorming, and we went through a bunch of things, and it evolved into this through some talk. And I want to thank the guys on my Friday night game group for playtesting with me. Thanks, guys.
That was nice of them because this is awesome. So, Steve, if you were going to give this a difficulty rating, where would you put this? Do it with the hood scenario pack in mind.
Oh, well, those were modular sets. I would give this 12 Kangs of Scheming, maybe.
Oh.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Actually, it's not ridiculously hard. It's supposed to be fun. It's holiday themed. You can make a deck and take it up against it. You don't need the most efficient, power hungry deck to play this in standard. It does get a little harder in expert just because of the Santa Claus himself. But I think
Right.
and you can put, if you play it with Krampus instead of making a list, then you're also worried about Krampus coming out, and that can be a lot of fun. But it's completely winnable and doable, and you can just enjoy it and have some fun, and
And think of us as you're playing.
yeah. And if you play it, we want to know. We want to hear your feedback.
Oh,
So,
please.
How do they do that? Where do they get this?
where do they get this? So there will be a link in the show notes. There will be a link on our Facebook page. It's in the same place that the Krampus modular set is found. There's just a separate folder that says Santa Claus now. It will be available. You could download the PDF if you just want to print it out and cut it and play it. TTS mod. Thank you, Funky Monkey Monk, for setting that up for us. And the Octagon files will also be available for you to install it using Octagon. So
Wow.
yeah, play it.
Fantastic.
Tell us how it is.
That's awesome.
Hey, folks, we want to hear your stories about Santa's sack. Hey, folks, hope you enjoyed that. That was our special gift to you. You want to send us holiday gifts? You can email us at criticalencounterspod@gmail.com. We are Critical Encounters on Facebook, or you can find us on YouTube by searching for Critical Encounters Podcast. And on Discord, we are Vardane, Big Fumblo, and Wandering Took. If you like our show, tell Santa. If you don't like our show, tell Krampus. Good night, everyone.